name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So I think something that we've learned here in Doctor Who fandom, and it's always good to learn things about the greater world in general, that if you raise a whole generation of people to be vapid, empty narcissists, it doesn't work out so well, right? It doesn't work out so well because at some point they find out the world doesn't revolve around them, right? They find out that everything doesn't cater to them, even though we pretended for a number of years that they are the most important things in the universe, and whatever they say goes. They say that, marriage is now between people who love each other, not between a man and a woman. So that's the way it is. That's what it is. Nothing changed. They could say literally anything, and we had to adopt it as fact. So that actually went on, still going on quite a bit now, but it went on for a while. But the wheels have come off it quite majorly because there's no popular support for this kind of vapid narcissism and like the nonsense that they kept screaming at us, right? There's just no form of popular support, and now people are expressing that in their pocketbooks, right? They're like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to pay for this. I'm not going to do it. That's why merchandise rights fell. Merchandise sales, let's say, fell through the floor during the Jodie Whittaker because people weren't interested in buying it anymore, right? And we've seen this across the board on many, many, many fronts in genre. Look, this culture war has been going on for about 7 years now, I think, and around there, and they attacked everything, right? They absolutely attacked. What do I mean? They? Who is they? Let's define our terms so things are more clear. The woke, right? What do I mean by woke? Woke means it's a mindless adherence to social media algorithms' idea of what is and isn't moral in the time, and that's expressed in entertainment as finding something with an existent strong fan base or audience that they could then very badly, right, very inefficiently and inelegantly put the messaging in that they wanted to into whatever genre it was. It was Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, and we weren't interested, right? We weren't interested. And the normies didn't really notice until they put Dylan Mulvaney on a can of Bud Light, and now everybody gets it. It's the weirdest thing, right? It just took that, apparently that was the line too far, right? And I just see everything like going in the other direction now. So anyway, these vapid narcissist children are now finding out the world doesn't revolve around them in every way, shape, or form, and they are freaking out. They are not happy about David Tennant coming back. Oh no, an icky white man has to come and be a white savior. Why do you have to view everything in terms of race? God, they are the most racist people ever to... I mean, look, I'm not joking. You could probably meet some multinational socialists from the 1930s, and they all talk to these vapid narcissists, and they go, we agree on everything. But then they go, but God, you guys need to chill out a bit about race. They really would say that, because, again, that's just who we are. So we have a Twitter meltdown followed by an article on Screen Rant, basically just screaming into the wind, right? That's really amazing. Well, I thought, well, that sounds fun. I think I should do a video about that. So I did this on my live stream last night. I live stream every night. I'm on Twitter. I live stream to Twitter, YouTube, and Rumble. You can catch me on all those platforms. Rumble's my favorite if you want to subscribe at Rumble. That makes me very happy. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, comment. That's really, really helpful. Thank you very much for doing that. Let me know what you think, right? Let me know what you think. It's always a bit of a laugh, especially when the people I'm talking about comment on it, like, hey, why are you saying we're toxic fandom? That's you because you made us feel bad to your toxic. No, it's you, mate. You are the worst people in the history of humanity. And I wish I was being hyperbolic, but I'm really bloody not. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are fantastic. Now, let me head over to me from last night. Latest meltdown. And the meltdown basically is, we're not relevant! We're not relevant! No, we don't matter. I know you don't. You never did. Here's the thing. People pretended shit for a long time, right? And I think people are getting a bit sick of the pretending anymore, right? People pretended, some people pretended all kinds of things. They pretend. I can't say the things they're pretending because YouTube might not like it, and they are heavy-handed on the strikes right now. Right? Whoa. So I mean, again, I do hope them kicking Crowder off will hasten the exodus to Rumble, right? And I really wish Tucker Carlson would reconsider and sign with Rumble, especially with the new CEO, right? That new CEO, you should talk to Rumble, Tucker, right? That is a perfect home for you. You'll have a way bigger audience. Okay, here's what you do. Easy peasy. Okay, you put out a 10 to 15 minute video a day, right? Like your monologue, like you did every day. Put it out on YouTube, put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, put it everywhere. But Rumble is where you do your show, right? That's where you build a huge audience. It will be so good for everybody, particularly me, which is why I'm pushing you for it. So, Tucker, mate, I'm assuming you're listening, right? Tucker likes it. Tucker lurks, okay? He's lurking. I know you're there lurking, baby. Well, we love a lurker. The world loves a lurker, Tucker. The world loves a lurker. So, I hope I hope your lurking is going well. Anyway, that's what we want you to do. We want you to go to Rumble. Fine. Anyway, I digress. So the bloke comes on and says, regardless of how good Series 14 turns out to be, there's no regardless. It's everything depends on that. If it's shit, it's going to be shit. I'm not going to pretend it's good. If it's good, it's going to be good. I'm not going to pretend it's bad, right? Not having Jodie regenerate exclusive will go down in history as one of the biggest wonders made by any show runner ever. Why? Explain your reasoning, mate. Like I don't understand because nobody gives a shit about Jodie, right? So along comes Dan Hadley. Dan Hadley, you can always be relied on to be a steady hand of sanity in a sea of screaming SJWs. A bizarre take, Devin. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Can't be many still left living with this bewilderment. Where the Chibnall era and the Jodie era excruciating pullment hadn't killed interest in the series, practically stone dead. That was a blunder. Okay, yes, it probably was. No Tennant equals no Rusty Davis equals no all new Doctor equals no shooting. Exactly. They needed to revive it because it was shit. You didn't like it, Devin, mate, right? You were you like what you thought it said about you, saying you liked it meant, right? So you convinced yourself you liked it, but you liked more what you thought that said about you, right? I hate to tell you, right? I hate to tell you. Yeah, but then again, most of us are sexist assholes like you who wrote Jodie off the instant she was cast. Where are you getting this from? I mean, dude, Siri, how do you say I've completely lost the argument, which I didn't even know I was having, without saying I've completely lost the argument, which I didn't even know I was having? So you'll forgive me if I don't take you at your word. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Dude. Like, I hadn't even read this. What like, I now got to see, okay, here's the thing. All you idiot children need to shut up. Okay, you don't understand. Yes, we can communicate with each other on social media. That is true. But you got to understand, you are an idiot child. How do I know that? Well, I don't know. If you own a mirror, you look in the mirror and what you'll see is an idiot child staring back. I don't mind that you're an idiot child. Okay, it's not my problem. Doesn't bother me. Well, as long as you're not messing with me. But yeah, you should just understand you're idiot children. What like What an insanely prejudicial person you are. You're a bigot, right? At no point did Dan ever do that. Did any? I bet you will say that of me as well, right? At no point. No, I held out. I wanted it to be good. Even at the beginning of the second awful fucking season, I put out a video saying I'm ready to give it a go again, right? Hopefully they got it right this time. I was optimistic. It's not my fault. It was shit, right? One of the reasons it was shit was because of Jodie, because she was awful in the role. She was horribly miscast. But yeah, many reasons it was shit was because of Chibnall, right? He didn't know how to write. Bottom line. Long as I'm going on problem being. Thank you, Probs. Clear things up quite nicely. She was crap. Miscast and confrontational towards any criticisms of her casting. A lot of fans were open to a female doctor, but it was bungled from day one. Stop making assertions based on your own bias. Plenty of women also oppose her casting. Are they sexist too? And did I? I did. It seems you confused me with somebody else. I'm not suggesting. Take me at my word. I'm pointing to objective evidence, a set of metrics, and now plenty of quotes from practically all parties providing the cause and effect, as I noted above. Yeah, but I don't know what you're upset about. Jodie was the problem. Chibnall's lazy writing. No, Jodie was one of the problems. False narrative. Some people gave her more of a chance than others. Yeah, that's true. That is true, right? Yes, having an opinion that a performance wasn't great by an actress equals being sexist. Yeah, I'm like, does this guy reply at all? Do anyway? Wow. Okay. Yeah. He's being savage now. Just because you don't like Chibnall doesn't mean you're sexist. Blimey. Okay. He's really being welled upon, right? But yeah, this was going on somewhere else, right? Shouldn't be controversial to say I was say that wasting such a coldly significant moment in casting a minor character who doesn't really amount to much a bad thing. Jo might have deserved more than her 4 guest appearances, 3 of those being surprise cameos. If she was what they pretended she was, you are correct, but she wasn't. Right? They didn't think she was a doctor either. They were just saying that to look good. Right? It really is. They couldn't care less about black people. They couldn't care less about doing anything. Right? You know, it's everything's about feeling good. Right? So let's say you have like a school shooting in America, right? So people all immediately go right-wing violence. Oh God, that's so stupid. And then they go ban guns, and it'll be like gun control. Excuse me. You keep saying that, they keep doing that, and it keeps failing horribly, right? Why not deal with the problem? But they don't care about dealing with the problem, right? They don't want to deal with the problem. They want to feel good about themselves, right? They want to say, "Oh, we feel good about I'm doing something," without actually doing something, right? That's the problem. If you don't want me saying so. As I said before, and I'll say it again, it was always roughly the wrong way that Chibnall wasted the title of first black doctor on a character whose sole function was to progress the story of a white lead. Jesus, dude. Stop being so racist. That's crazy. You're being crazy racist now. Man, that's embarrassing. Even more frustrating because Jo is so good in the She was okay, right? There's a lot that didn't really work, but I'm intrigued to see how her box sets do a big finish, right? I've noticed there's nothing new announced for Blake 7 at all, so I wonder what's that. So they say no, she can come back. I find it extremely odd. There are 2 black female characters who get shafted to develop 2 different white leads. Like who? Who are the 2 white leads? Who are the 2 black female? What? I know who you're talking about. I genuinely don't know. I agree with the stuff that fandom needs to discuss because it's bloody annoying, but to put it politely, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about, mate. The few scenes she has, I feel like she captured the episode of Doctor. Not really. She just was not Jodie Whittaker, right? So she looked a lot better. I'd argue she encapsulates elements of the Doctor that Jodie struggles with sometimes. All the time. Jodie Whittaker was awful. The fact the first black actor to play the Doctor has to be given over complicated explanation as to how reincarnation can even exist. There is no explanation. Along with sharing the reveal with millions of the surprise incarnations aren't really. No, they're not. That's all going to be retconned away. None of that's real. None of it is over, Johnny. It's over. Man, this goes on. I don't think we can do it anymore. I did my head in with this, mate. Fine. No, James is not undercut or disrespected by the arrival of David Tennant. No, I know that. No one regenerating into the next Doctor is somehow magically made disrespectful when the next Doctor is also a returning one. We don't really understand that, right? Hopefully they're going to explain that. But there's more. There's more of this about. So let me pull this up. Excuse me while I whip this out, darling. Oh, she's whipping it out, jigger. Know what I mean? Oh yes. I'm talking crap. I'm babbling nonsense. Is this it? Here we go. Share screen. We have Bad Doctor, Good Doctor, Bad Doctor, Good Doctor. All right. Classic Doctor Who set up Doctor Who, a legendary figure in the Time Lord history, but Timeless Child actually erases that particular legend. Yes, it usurps it because it rips it off badly. Yes, that's exactly what it does, right? The crazers are out tonight. That's exactly what it does. The Doctor Who Timeless Child retcon subtly erases the classic legend. Departing Doctor Who showrunner Christian certainly can't be faulted for his ambition. Yes, he can. It was like saying it's about Adolf Hitler. He certainly can't be faulted for his ambition. Yes, he fucking can. He pushed ahead with one of the boldest and frankly most controversial retcons of show histories, which is about to be retconned away. He revealed the Doctor is not a Time Lord at all, but rather she is a timeless child who appears to originate blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, it's not even a she anymore. Although I guess they're probably going to make it non-binary. Yeah, I guess. Chibnall's goal was to restore some of the mystery surrounding the Doctor. And you took away all the mystery, right? He was following the footsteps of Doctor Who script editor in 1980s, Andrew Cartmel, whose famous Cartmel master plan dropped hints that the Doctor was more than just a Time Lord. Cartmel never actually intended to explain these hints because at the point to reintroduce the mysteries rather than having questions, right? It is all explained in Lungbarrow. I mean, that was kind of like, I think that was the first one, really. And then they said, no, it's giving too much away. Still after this, that was what was going to be Ghostline, right? After the Doctor was cancelled in 89, Virgin Publishing New Adventures range gradually began to build the Cartmel master plan. They hinted he was, in fact, the other mysterious third being responsible for founding Gallifrey along with Rascal and Omega. This explained the Doctor's resurfaced memories of ancient Gallifrey and a strange affinity to ancient Time Lord weapons such as the Hand of Omega. Actually, did it a little bit more. It did it much more deeply and much more cleverly. Right? It was very good. I have to say, it was very good. The Timeless Child retcon essentially erases the idea, although it steals the idea and erases the idea and replaces it with a much weaker one, right? Although it establishes the Doctor as a vitally important to Time Lord civilization, he's not the other. Rather, the role belongs to Tech Two. Exactly.
The Doctor's adopted mother, who's experimental and discovered her regeneration work, and it's fucking awful. The point is subtly stressed in one scene in The Timeless Children, showing Tech-Toon alongside two other Time Lords, with the script since part of BBC complaining they are Omega and Rassilon. Yes, I know. You ripped it off and took... Yes. Yes. This is basically... I feel it's like, you come home and you find somebody else in your bed with your wife, right? That's kind of how I feel about it. There are some striking similarities between the new adventure story of the other and Chris Chibnall's Timeless Child retcon. Yes, it's called He Ripped It Off. Oh. I had to explain to somebody recently that the government was lying. So, I don't know, the government said this. And I said, yeah, they're lying. And they stopped right. Oh. Basically, that's what happened, right? In both accounts, the Doctor has existed in one form or another for over 1 billion years of Time Lord history. Well, not really. The key difference is, however, that the one the Doctor portrayed as a founding figure of the Time Lord race, while the other, she is a Gallifreyan victim. Yeah, because victims are so much more attractive, right, today. Tech-Toon spent years experimenting on the Timeless Child to unlock the secrets of regeneration. I mean, look, it's all because Chibnall was adopted and he wanted to have an adopted kid, right, as a hero, right? And so you did it really badly. That's the thing, and you shouldn't have made your Doctor could have been adopted as well, like from another Time Lord house. Right? Or whatever. You could have just done a lot. That was just anything that was better than this shit. Oh, so shit. Meaning one of those false regenerations could have been fatal. So she had no way of knowing the Timeless Child regeneration limit, meaning, exactly. Unfortunately, although the Timeless Child retcon reframes the Doctor's relationship with the Time Lords, the Chibnall has shown no desire to explore a new relationship. Well, that's because he wanted to do a 5-year plan. It was cut off 3 years in, and he's a slow fucking writer, and he couldn't move the plot along because he doesn't know what to do, right? Essentially. And he's lying when he said, we made a 3-year without pact. Yeah, that's called lying. Lying. It's not complicated. It's called lying. Unfortunately, the Timeless Child retcon reframes the Doctor's relationship with the Time Lords. Blah, 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 blah. So Gallifrey with Chibnall going the great lengths to make the particular apocalypse feel final. Well, it also destroyed the universe as well. Although Tech-Toon made her appearance in Doctor Who Flux, she simply delivered an important exposition before being killed off. I know, it was Chibnall writing. The Timeless Child retcon really is one of the strangest creative decisions in Doctor Who's history, in that Chibnall himself seems to have tried to strip the meaning and its significance from it. Well, he was told to by the BBC, right? Essentially. Who wrote this? Yeah, he was told to by the BBC. Thomas Bacon. Okay, it's always... you never know what to expect with Thomas Bacon, right? Yeah, I want to tell you, mate. It was a dumb plan, right?
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet! Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.